Hi guys and welcome to my channel. In this vlog I'm sharing with you the top activities to do when visiting Ubud in Bali. This city has so much to offer and an endless amount of fun, cultural, spiritual and adventurous activities to do. So instead of researching it yourself, I have done the legwork for you. Just watch this vlog and you will be well prepared for your trip to Ubud, and trust me, nothing vital will be skipped. Enjoy! If you're craving adventure in Bali, let me tell you, whitewater rafting on the Ayung River is where it's at. Imagine paddling through a jungle paradise surrounded by towering trees, hidden waterfalls, and the occasional monkey chilling in the branches above. It's thrilling, breathtaking, and a little bit wild. The Ayung River is packed with around 28 rapids, ranging from easy waves to hold on tight and hope for the best. But don't worry, it's all super safe and beginner-friendly. Kids as young as 8 can join in, so it's the perfect mix for a bit of adventure and fun for the whole family. Each boat holds a maximum of 8 people, which makes it an intimate and team-building experience. You'll quickly bond with your crew as you navigate the twists and turns, battle through splashes, and scream in unison when you hit the bigger rapids. Your guide is there to keep things safe, crack jokes, and somehow make it all look effortless. Included in the tour is a stop under a waterfall, ample opportunity to go for a swim, a midway stop for drinks and snacks, a delicious lunch post-rafting, and all this for the price of approximately 400k, depending on how good a haggler you are. The Sacred Monkey Forest in Ubud is honestly one of those places you should visit once, but go in with your street smart switched on. These monkeys are cute, yes, but they also are tiny criminals with tails. Sunglasses, phones, water bottles, snacks, anything loose, they will absolutely try their luck. And the funny part is they know exactly what they're doing. Some of them grab your stuff and basically hold it hostage until they get food. So don't walk in waving your iPhone around like you're filming a Netflix documentary. Keep your bag closed, don't bring snacks, and please don't stare them straight in the eye unless you're looking for monkey beef. But beyond the chaos, the forest itself is gorgeous, full of giant trees, mossy statues, old temples, and that deep green Ubud jungle feeling. It's open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, and entrance is currently listed at 130,000 IDR for international adults and 100k for international children. Though prices can change, so check before you go. Next up in Ubud, we're swapping peaceful rice fields for mud, jungle, and mild panic on an ATV ride. This is one of the most fun things to do in Ubud if you want a bit of adventure without needing to be an extreme sports person. You'll drive through jungle trails, rice fields, muddy tracks, rivers, and sometimes even tunnels or waterfalls. Most ATV rides last around 1 or 1.5 hours, and prices usually start around 500k to 750 per person, including gear, a guide, showers, and sometimes lunch. Next up is the Campuhan Ridge Walk. It's a beautiful walking trail just outside central Ubud with green hills, palm trees, rice fields, and that soft jungle view Bali does so well. It's not a hard hike, more of a scenic walk, so you don't need to arrive dressed like you're climbing Mount Everest. The best time to go is early morning or late afternoon, because midday gets hot and sweaty in a very unromantic way. The best part, it's free, there's no entrance fee, and you can do the walk in about 1 or 2 hours, depending on how quick you want to walk it. It's simple, peaceful, and definitely one of the prettiest things to do in Ubud. Next up in Ubud is honestly one of my favorite activities we did, making your own jewelry. For the creatives out there, this is a do not skip activity. Instead of buying some random souvenir, you actually sit down with local silversmiths and make your own ring, pendant, or little piece of jewelry from scratch. You shape it, hammer it, polish it, and for a brief moment you start believing you're missing your calling as a Balinese jewelry designer. Most silver jewelry workshops in Ubud last around 4 hours, although it can be shorter if you make something simple like a ring. Prices vary, but usually start around 400k per person, and that includes the silver you work with. It's hands-on, personal, and you'll leave with something that actually has a story behind it. Next up is the Tirta Empul Temple, one of Bali's most famous holy water temples and honestly one of the most unique things to do near Ubud. People come here for the Melukat purification ritual, where you step into a sacred spring water and move through the fountains as part of a traditional Balinese cleansing ceremony. Even if you don't join the ritual yourself, it's beautiful to witness, but please don't treat it like a swimming pool. This is a real sacred place, not a spiritual theme park. The temple is in Tampak Sirin, about 30 minutes from Ubud, and dates back to around 962 AD. Entrance is currently around 75k for adults and 50k for children, and it's generally open daily from 7 or 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. Wear a sarong, cover your shoulders, and go early if you want fewer crowds and less Instagram tripod Olympics. Next up is Tegalalang rice terraces, one of the most famous views in Ubud, and yes, it's beautiful, but let's not pretend it's some untouched hidden gem. It's touristy, very touristy, but also annoyingly gorgeous. You've got those layered green rice terraces, the Bali swings, photo nests, little viewpoints, cafes, and several establishments where you can sit down for a drink with the full jungle Ricefield drama right in front of you. It's great for a cute Instagram picture, a slow sundowner, or just pretending you casually woke up inside a postcard. Most places charge separately for swings, photo spots, or entrance, so bring some cash, go early for fewer people, or late afternoon for that soft golden light. Here we are at Manuaba Waterfall, which is perfect if you want something a bit more hidden and less everyone and their tripod is here. It's near Tegalalang, about 20 to 30 minutes from central Ubud, and the walk down is part of the charm. You pass rice fields, jungle paths, steps, and then reach the waterfall area. There are actually 2 waterfalls here, and if you do the full loop, expect around 30 to 45 minutes of walking in total. Some parts can be muddy or slippery, so don't come in cute little fashion sandals unless you enjoy regret. Entrance is usually around 20k to 30k per person, depending on who's managing the booth that day. Opening hours are generally around 6 or 8 a.m. until 6 p.m, but don't go too late, there's no proper lighting on the trail. Up next, the Saraswati Temple. If there's one spot in Ubud that feels like you've stepped into a Balinese postcard, it's the Saraswati Temple. This place is an absolute stunner, with a path that leads you straight to the temple, flanked by blooming lotus ponds on either side. Before entering, you're helped into a formal Balinese wear, and also, for the ladies, if you're on your period, unfortunately you are not allowed into the temple. On the upside though, entrance to the temple is free, and it's right in the heart of Ubud, so you don't have to go far to find it. Also, if you're lucky, you can catch one of the traditional Balinese dance performances held here in the evenings. The tickets will set you back around $6. A quick visit can take 20 to 30 minutes, but if you're watching a performance, plan for about an hour. The temple is dedicated to Saraswati, the Hindu goddess of wisdom, arts, and learning, so it's no surprise that everything here feels like a work of art. This temple is very popular here, so I highly recommend you go visit. Next up in Ubud is learning how to make a Balinese offering called a canang sari. And I actually think this is one of the sweetest cultural activities you can do here. You've probably seen these little flower offerings everywhere in Bali, on sidewalks, temples, scooters, shop entrances, basically anywhere you're about to accidentally step if you're not paying attention. In a workshop, you learn what the flowers, leaves, and little woven palm basket mean, and how Balinese people use offerings as a daily expression of gratitude, balance, and respect. It usually takes 1 to 2 hours, and prices vary, but many workshops start at around 150k to 350k per person. It's calm, creative, and gives you a much deeper understanding of Bali beyond Bali beaches and smoothie bowls. Here we've arrived at Ubud Art Market, or Pasar Seni Ubud, which is basically where you go just to look and somehow leave with a bag, a sarong, a wooden bowl, and a bracelet you absolutely did not need. It's an open-air market right near Ubud Palace, full of bags, clothes, jewelry, homeware, paintings, souvenirs, and all the cute Bali bits your suitcase is already judging you for. Entrance is free, but bring cash and definitely bargain a little, not in a dramatic hostage negotiation way, just friendly and respectful. Opening hours vary by stall, but most sources list it open from 8 a.m. until 5 or 6 p.m., with some vendors staying open later. It's touristy, yes, but fun, colorful, and perfect if you want a little light shopping moment in Ubud. Our next activity is a coffee and tea tasting, which is such a lovely way to slow down and taste a little bit of Bali in between all the temples, waterfalls and rice fields. You usually get to try different Balinese coffees, herbal teas, cacao and flavored drinks like coconut coffee, vanilla coffee, lemongrass tea, ginger tea and rosella tea. Some places also explain how the beans are grown, roasted and prepared, and yes, many also offer luwak coffee, which is the famous one made from beans eaten and passed by a luwak. Romantic? No. Interesting? Weirdly yes, and it tastes surprisingly good. Most tastings are free or included with a visit, but luwak coffee often costs extra, usually around 50k to 80k per cup depending on the place. It's a relaxed, easy and nice little stop between waterfalls and sweating through your entire outfit.